Yeah, that's the key. Be in the now, right here, right now, wherever you are. And that's a very childlike quality. You're able to live with full awareness wherever you are. And to take time. Well, to take time, you know, to be in the now. Almost to be time. Because you experience time, right? We all do. And it's about that. It's about how we experience. That's the key. And to be able to experience. It's all about how you live. It's all about your awareness. It's about what you learn. Again, there are people who don't like me and like certain things, you know, and have, yeah, you know, for various reasons. Which, you know, I mean, there's nothing I can do about that unless people convey those reasons to me and help me to help them to be more effective and to communicate in a more effective manner, which is something we are all here to learn. Because it is about communication and making ourselves clear to the other person. If we have that, you know, our relationships will be solid. Because it's a matter of people relating to one another and people communicating with one another. You know, and talking about not just talking. There are many people who talk a lot, especially in America, come to find. People talk more and listen not so much. But yeah, it's really the ability to listen, you know, and to open ourselves up to what we don't know. That's the key. Opening ourselves up to others. That's the key, to be turned by you. And I hope I'll be able to help you with that. And here, being here in San Francisco, it's a city of, wow. You know? What a city. We all know, you know, how it's been here 30 years ago. The movement, the flower power, you know, the love, freedom. Wow. You know, spirituality, consciousness. It's something that is very, yeah. That's the place. In the Haight-Ashbury, I was just calling Frank, who actually kind of lost the case with the 555, that youth hostel, which he wants to make into a residential housing community, and I want to help him with that. I was actually at City Hall speaking on behalf of that for about 2 minutes. It was all on, well, you know, it was amazing, amazing. But so he lost, and I haven't heard back from him. I don't know what his thoughts are. He doesn't communicate. You know, he doesn't really like people, which I can very much relate to, because before I came to America, I didn't really like people. And I was very isolated as a result of that. And now I've developed to this point, you know, where I speak to the world, I attract attention. You know, I'm a very open person. And things are happening to me at an amazing rate, and have been my whole life. And so I'm kind of a little tired. Of course, I want to settle down. And that's why, ooh la la, for many, when Janique came into my life, wow, so beautiful, so perfect, so perfect. How things happen. And patience will always be rewarded for everything. Whatever it is we want, if you're just patient, we will get what we need. Anything. And so, again, it's about taking time. Taking our time to let those things unfold naturally without our interference. That's how the universe works. That's how life works. It's like synchronicity in action, perfection in action. Yeah, you know, call it God in action. Yeah, so it's for you to get in action, become active, as Erich Fromm talked about that. And really, I've learned a lot. Wow, you know, I did learn a lot, you know, not only by reading Erich Fromm, but being in America for so long. And even before that, of course. It's been a lifelong process. It's lifelong education, definitely. That's education, education of self, real education. Not the education in school, I mean, that's these subjects, okay, right, you know, learning facts and things, you know, and that's the way you're supposed to do it, you know, and that's how we learn, what we learn about learning. And yeah, I guess we have to do these things, you know, as we grow up. But, you know, it is about, you know, developing systems, you know, where children really can learn. Developing, yeah, you know, educational systems corporations, businesses that are based upon human collaboration and interaction. People come up with things together. And work is an important element of life, as is learning. Learn to work. That's the key. Learn to work. And it's really about working on ourselves and realizing things for ourselves, learning the lessons, our own lessons. That's the key. Well, there are many. There are many of that. And it's for you to turn them. I'm here to give those out, to point you in the direction of how you can find those keys. But how to turn them is ultimately up to you. It's ultimately up to you. I cannot do this for you. Nobody can do this for you. This is your life, your responsibility. And it's about becoming empowered, realizing the power within ourselves. And I do repeat myself, and have been basically repeating myself since I came to Paltalk a year ago. And so people were not able really to hear what I was saying. And they were annoyed over me saying the same things over and over, and never really asked a question about what that meant. You know, and basically came into the room, again an online room where people speak in voice, and they kind of after a while made fun of that, because I guess of course they grew tired. And then they said things to kind of get me to respond a certain way, triggering me a certain way, and I really fell for it, in the worst way. But yeah, you know, it's been a great experience, you know. I learned a lot as a result of that, about myself. And that's what it ultimately is, you know, whatever happens to you, you can learn something about yourself. You should really take time, and use time. And be aware. And be right here, right now, wherever that is. The very basic concept is that wherever you are, you need to be. Which is, I thought about this a long time ago, going to be the title of my first book. Wherever you are, you need to be. And I would love to start writing about that. It's just, and I'm very, I need to work about the financial aspect. I need to make money. And the way I can do this, I can speak about that. I can help people, I can coach, I can guide people in this awareness. I can do public speaking, you know, in front of large groups, you know, and do lots of things, you know, community building, business consulting about how to run businesses more effectively, how to get people to work more effectively together. Schools, you know, where the student-teacher involvement is one more of synergy, and you know, the teacher is learning from the student. Children are the greatest teacher. We all were that, but we have unlearned. And so it's about remembering who you are and what this thing called life is all about. Thank you for being here again. And really welcoming you to this process, to this conscious effort, you know, of really consciously evolve, this effort to bring about change in life. Come together, ultimately. And whoever, I'm not talking about, come please to the room on Paltalk, you know, and it would be wonderful to hear from you. But I'm talking about coming together in terms of come together with your people, the people you are in, make friends, bury the hatches, let go of your grudges, of your bad feelings, your resentment towards others. We all hold those. Let go of that anger, you know, that negativity within. And move forward in a new consciousness, and a new awareness, and a new way of being. And that's what Realize to Actualize is all about. And the conscious revolution is a process, again, that helps us, and moves us towards that point where we can realize to actualize. We develop and we evolve in our consciousness. So we are able to be aware, to be able to see, to be able to learn, to be able to, to know, to be in the know, to be in the now, right here, right now, but to also be in the know, which is equally important. To know. You need to know. Knowledge is power. And it's about a very personal kind of knowledge, which only you have, and it's different from person to person. So I hope I can help you find that for yourself, Thank you for being here, and we're saying goodbye right now on this beautiful late January afternoon, 2007 in San Francisco.